When you see a car promising a royal experience, your first thought is probably horsepower, right?
Almost always. Big engine, lots of power.
But for us, the real question is, how well does that metal fortress actually protect you?
Exactly. We're diving into the Changan CS75 Plus 2026, and our mission is to look past the shiny screens and get to the core of its safety. We're talking security and crash test results.
And before we unpack all that, a quick reminder. If you get value from this, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and definitely ring that bell so you don't miss what's next.
The full review and our Cars Press channel are linked down below too.
Okay, so let's start with the basics, the foundation.
Right. Safety always starts with passive protection, and the sources are pretty clear here. The CS75 Plus 2026 is built on a high-strength steel body structure.
Which is crucial for managing crash energy.
It is, and it's confirmed to have a minimum of 6 airbags. You know, the usual setup, frontal side and full-length curtain airbags. A solid starting point.
So that's what happens in a crash. But let's talk about preventing the crash in the first place. This is where Changan seems to be making a big push.
It is, and that's a critical point. The Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, the ADS.
Are they just a checklist, or is there some real substance here?
Well, the sources suggest real substance. For example, the Automatic Emergency Braking, or AEB. It doesn't just look for cars.
Okay.
It has specific detection for both pedestrians and cyclists. That's a feature often buried in expensive optional packages on some competitors.
Right. And you also get adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist.
The whole suite. It's all there to reduce driver fatigue and provide, active steering support if you wander.
Okay, so a very aggressive list of features. Did the sources give us any data to back this up? Any independent verification?
That brings us straight to the crash tests. Historically, previous versions of the CS75 Plus have scored a 5-star rating.
A 5-star.
Okay, in the C-NCAP, which is the Chinese New Car Assessment Program, it's a stringent local standard, and that consistency really helps build trust.
And what about the tech that helps the driver's own eyes? I saw something in the notes that goes way beyond a standard 360-degree camera.
Ah, yes, the 540-degree system.
Tell me about that. What does that even mean?
It's a pretty significant leap, actually. It combines the normal 360-degree surround view for parking.
Sure, got it.
But it adds a specialized underbody view. The sources call it a route view. You can literally see what's happening directly underneath the car.
Wow, so for tight obstacles or like rough terrain, that would be incredibly useful.
Immensely valuable. And while we're talking tech, just a quick mention. If you want to see more comparisons, like how this stacks up against the Yili Manjaro, make sure you're subscribed and following Cars Press.
Good point. Now let's connect all this safety tech to the actual driving experience. The top Royal trim, it's performance-oriented, right?
It is. You're looking at a powerful 2.0-liter turbo engine. It's pushing up to 245 horsepower through a very smooth 8-speed ease-in transmission.
Okay, but what's the catch? How does that tie into its role as a family car?
And that's the key insight. The sources reveal a very specific design choice: the suspension. It's a multi-link system, but it's tuned to be comfortable and soft.
So it prioritizes a smooth ride over sporty handling.
Exactly. It makes it an extremely comfortable family SUV for city driving. But that tuning means it deliberately sacrifices the stiffness you'd want for, say, aggressive high-speed cornering. It's a calculated trade-off.
A trade-off that really favors the intended buyer here, the family.
Absolutely.
So to sum it all up, what do we have? The Changan CS75 Plus 2026 seems to offer some serious reassurance, backed by that historical 5-star C-NCAP rating and some genuinely cutting-edge tech like the 540-degree camera.
It's a perfect example of Chinese brands closing that technology gap so quickly. You're getting luxury features like cooled and massaging seats right alongside serious safety systems.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on.
Right. The question for you, the buyer, is this: how should you weigh a localized 5-star crash rating, like the C-NCAP, against globally recognized ones like Euro-NCAP or A-NCAP, which might not be available yet for this model? That's a calculation that's getting more complex every single year.
A really great question to think about. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check the description for that full review and our Cars Press channel on WhatsApp. We'll see you on the next deep dive.